that was a good episode. Actually, we had a win in our last outing. Yeah, that was a good episode, and I hope if we could continue with such games, yeah, we are going to have more wins. Yeah, we are going to have more wins, and I think we could be in the top four or the Champions League spot. Yeah, that will help us a lot since we are not playing any cup or any league, any tournament apart from this. I think focusing on being at the top spot of the Champions League, yeah, that would be good, so that we could qualify for the Champions League next season. Yeah, and maybe we could make it to being the champions of the league. Let's hope so. But since there are much competitors in, I don't think winning the league will be such a simple task. So let's head into our first game and see how things are going to go. For Stevenson, he made a good impact in our first match, coming in as a sub. Well, I think we'll be benching him for this match. Yeah, benching him for this match, and let's see, maybe if we could get him back on the field in our next match. So yeah, let's get into the match and let's see how things will go. Okay.
Everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. And so the battle commences. Les Milou. It has to be. Oh, back of the net. And a debut goal to boot. It doesn't get much better than that.
Well, here it is again. The build-up is so patient. They're just waiting to play that killer pass at the right time, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
So the ball rolling again with the score. And they're moving the ball neatly enough. Just looking for that decisive pass. And no problems whatsoever for the goalkeeper. No mistake by the keeper. Long-range effort. Oh, a goal! They've taken full advantage of a dreadful mistake by the goalkeeper.
Well, here it is again, and there's no getting away from it. It's a big blunder. He's just got that all wrong, hasn't he?
So the ball is rolling again at 1-1.
Which, when you look at the players out on the pitch, it's really disappointing. They need to play with far more urgency.
Oh, wait a minute, Stuart. Opportunity. Oh, that is a majestic goal. Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done.
Well, as the replay shows, it all started with that perfectly weighted ball over the top of the back line. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. This man will get most of the plaudits for his contribution up to this point, Stuart.
Well, I thought he had a very good first half, and key to that was his movement. Time and time again, he got in behind the opposition.
This could level it. Well, not making life difficult for the keeper at all. A wide attempt. Well, the referee let it go initially, but now he goes back and cautions him, Stuart.
Yeah, it's a good bit of refereeing. He tried to let the play continue, and then he came back for...
position. Well, really rifling that one in, and he didn't miss by much. And it is substitution time at this juncture, not just from one side, but from both. Can they take advantage? Ikone. Can he take advantage? And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. And there it is, the final whistle. The home fans are going to be happy with this result.
Yes, Derek, there wasn't much in it, to be honest. Really competitive game with chances at both ends, but they probably just about edged it overall and deserved the result in the end.
Well, there's a sound reason why we're focusing on him. He's made his presence felt in attack, Stuart.
Yeah, he'll be happy coming off the pitch. He worked hard, he was always involved in the game, and he scored a very good goal. That was an impressive performance today.
Merci de nous accorder ces quelques minutes après ce match pour répondre à nos questions. Merci pour votre disponibilité.
So that we could get points, we could qualify for the Champions League spots, and try even if we could play like this, like in all our matches, have a little loss, not losing much games, and every player is playing at their best. I think we could even win the league. Yeah, we could even win the league. So I think we should keep it up. Yeah. So let's get back to Morton. I'm trying to sign it because I actually like playing with him. Yeah. So let's try and sign him. So let's get into our second match and see how things are going to go. Since we won, yeah, sorry, I think this is our third match. So let's get into our third match and see how things will go. Okay. Let's get into our third match. Let's make some subs here, playing Mayolu and other stuff. So let's get into the match.
The man to watch. He scored 4 in his last 3. What will he produce today? Stay with us. Sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. Ren.
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
Well, you never quite know who's going to emerge from the shadows and become a match winner, but this... And this confrontation is underway. Still level here, but the pressure escalating. Laid into the centre. Oh, he's missed, but by a minuscule margin.
Well, he couldn't have made better contact than that. His technique is brilliant. He's so unlucky there.
A really sumptuous ball. Well, that's not textbook defending. Ball is loose. And thumped away. Pressure here. Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely. Nicely saved. And the keeper getting across to stop it. Well, when you sit off like this, you invite pressure. Chance to put them in front. And a goal it is. There was almost an inevitability about that. And now they've got work to do.
Well, here's the replay, and just look at that power. That's almost unstoppable. That's a great strike.
Lovro Mayer. Effort from long distance. Well, it wasn't a simple save to make. He didn't miss by very much.
Yeah, he adjusted his body so well there. It's a great piece of skill, and it probably deserved a goal.
The first half here comes to an end. You certainly have got to give this man high marks for his work up to this point, Stuart.
Well, he certainly had an impact on that first half, scoring that late goal, but I thought his overall contribution...
As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far, and now the second half is underway. And now, passing it through, real chance. It's in. They're looking really relaxed and confident and not giving the opposition much of a look in.
Well, here's the replay, and he shows great awareness to play this through ball, and his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head: smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Well, a second goal for them here. Transfer spec. Well, play is halted for the time being as the physio goes to work. The last touch, that'll be a corner. Both managers deciding this is the time to change things around. Both teams going to the bench. Trying to pick out a teammate. And a no-nonsense clearance coming your way here on EA TV. It's Rennes facing Angers. This looks promising. Played towards the back post. And not a header that was ever really going to trouble the goalkeeper. Substitution time it is here. Well, knocked on the target. The keeper seemed to have it covered.
Well, he did seem to have it covered, but it's not a bad effort, though. He really did strike it well.
And a substitution in the offing. Frankowski. Oh, a lovely ball. So disappointing for them. This is slithering away.
Well, the clock's...
They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Position. And credit is due for that good... And there goes the final whistle. And the home fans are going to be happy about this outcome.
Well, Derek, they were better than their opponents in all aspects of the game. They defended well enough, they dominated midfield, and they created chances as well. It was a great performance.
Well, Stuart, he really has had a lot to say for himself out on the pitch.
Well, I thought he was excellent. Not only did he score a good goal, but his general play was outstanding. He certainly played a major part in their win here today.
Merci de prendre le temps de répondre à nos questions.
So guys, we won our third match, and I think it's a good team for us. If you keep on winning like this, we have to well want to meet our set records. So thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you on the next episode. Don't miss out. Nice, follow and subscribe.